guys, let's read the question. Identify the terms, their coefficients for each of the following expressions. So guys, in this first question, we are going to be identifying the terms and the coefficient. Okay. So here you guys might not know what is terms, what is coefficients. So first let me explain that. Okay. So the first question is 5x yz square. So now let me explain what is terms. Okay. So let me write the first question here. 5x yz square. Okay. And then minus 3zy. So here we are going to be identifying the terms and their coefficients. Okay. So you guys might not know what is terms. So terms means like the first group. So here you guys can see this is the first group, this is the second group. Like the number is splitted by a variable like mathematical operation. Am I right? So here what is the mathematical operation? So the minus. Am I right? So the minus, it's splitting both the numbers. So this is called as terms. Just think the group. Okay. A mathematical operation which is splitting many, how many? It can be many. Okay. So how it's splitting the each groups. So here how do we know which is the term, which is the first term, which is the second term? So here the term is 5x yz square comma minus 3zy. So this is really important. Okay. So in this, what is the important thing? That is, we should also take the minus symbol. So here minus symbol is there, means it belongs to the next number. Next number, not next term. Okay, next expression. So the next expression is this. Am I right? So it belongs to this 3zxy. So here you guys can see I have just written the terms. So I hope you guys would have understood a mathematical operation which is splitting each groups. So let me give some other example for this. So 8ab plus 3zy. Okay. So this is a question. So here we are going to be finding the terms. So what is the term here? The term is 8ab comma 3zy. So here if we don't write the plus symbol also, it means plus. Okay. So no need of plus sign. So how do I know this is the term? This is splitted by it because the mathematical operation is showing that clearly. Am I right? So here itself we can identify that this is the term. Like if there is any symbol, it can be minus or plus, mostly minus and plus. Okay. So minus and plus. So here the plus is splitting this one and this one. So where will it belong to, this plus? It will belong to the next expression, that is 3zy. So now I hope you understood what is terms and coefficients. So terms means which is splitted by a mathematical operation, in short. Okay. So now let's solve all the questions based on terms. Okay. So the first question already you guys know. Answer is 5x yz square. Let me write 5x yz square comma minus 3zy. So this is the term. So for the second one, what's the term, what's the coefficient? Okay, I'll explain it. Okay. So what is the term? So the term is 1 comma x comma x square. So how do I know? because it is splitted by the symbols. So first the 1 is splitted, next the x is splitted, next the x square is splitted. So the next question is 4x square y square minus 4x square y square z square plus z square. So here the terms are 4x square y square comma minus 4x square y square z square comma z square. Okay, so this is the term. So you guys might have a doubt why I am not mentioning the plus sign but I am mentioning the minus sign. So if there is a number like without any sign, it means plus. Okay, so here only for the minus symbol we will not know, minus into division. For all three we will not know, right? So we will mention it. Only for plus we won't mention. So here the minus is splitting this first term. Next one is the second term which is splitted by the plus, and here of course there will be a plus term. So this is splitting this z square. Okay. So now let's see the fourth subdivision. So the fourth subdivision is 3 minus PQ plus QR minus RP. So here also it's easy. The terms are 3 comma minus PQ comma QR comma minus RP. So how do I know this? It's because this minus is splitting the T3, this plus is splitting the PQ, this minus is splitting the QR and the invisible plus. Okay, the next one and all it will be invisible plus. So that is splitting the RP. So these are the terms. So the next one is x square plus y square minus xy. So here also it's really easy. Don't think it's going to be hard since it is a fraction. So here also x by 2 comma y by 2 comma minus xy. Okay. So this is the answer for this. So here the x by 2 is splitted by plus, y by 2 is splitted by minus, and the invisible plus is splitted by. So the invisible plus is splitting the xy. Okay. So this is the answer for this subdivision. So the next one is, sixth one is 0.3a minus 0.6ab plus 0.5b. So this is also same. Since it's a decimal, don't get confused. It's the same method. So 0.3a comma minus 0.6ab. So this is 6. Okay. 6ab comma 0.5b. Okay. So this is the answer for this subdivision. So here how this minus is splitting this 0.3a, this plus is splitting the 0.6ab, and an invisible plus is splitting the 0.5b. So now we have solved all the terms. We know what is terms. So next we are going to learn what is coefficient. Okay. So the coefficient also it's really easy like the terms. So now let's see what is the coefficient. Okay. So what is coefficient? You guys might wonder. So for example, the first question again. Okay. So the first question is 5x yz square minus 3zy. So here, so first of all I would like to explain what is coefficient. Okay. So the coefficient means a variable's number, like there will be a number with a variable together, am I right? So for that variable, which number is there? So let me solve the first one and show you, and then you will understand it clearly. Okay. So here the answer is the coefficient of x, y, z square is 5 and the coefficient of z, y is minus 3. So this is the answer. So it's really simple, right? Let me explain it now. So here you guys can see we have 3 variables. First look at the variable, okay? 3 variables. Here 2 variables. So now first let's look at the first question. First term. So now you guys know what's term. So for the first term, so this is the first term, okay, and this is the second term. So in the first term we have variables. Don't think it is 3 variable, 4 variable, 6 variable, 2 variable, 1 variable. Don't think like that. Just think there is variable. Mostly for finding the coefficient, of course you will have variable, okay. So with the variable you will have some number, any number, like you can have 50, 15, 13, 12, 45, 33, any number. So in that number we will write the number as it is. So the number is supporting the variable, am I right? So the number is the coefficient. Like if there is a question, so the second question here is minus 3zy, second term, okay. So minus 3zy. So we should find the coefficient of zy. So it is minus 3 because it is supporting the variable, right? The number is supporting the variable. So that number is called as coefficient. A number which is supporting the variable is the coefficient, okay. So let me give an example. So 9x minus 4y, okay. So here the coefficient for the first term is 9 and the coefficient for the second term is minus 4. So how did I find that? Because there is a variable, of course there will be a variable. So which number is there before the variable? Just think a number before the variable, that is called as coefficient, okay. But don't think like this. Here y is there, so before the y we have minus 4, then 9. These two numbers, don't write 9 minus 4. Just write the number. Like in the second term, it's like there is another, let me write another one question. 8ab, let me write the same example. 8ab plus 3zy, okay. So here you guys can see we have variable. Of course you guys know we will have a variable, am I right? So here the coefficient of the first term is 8 because before the variable 8 is there. So the coefficient of zy is 3. Don't write 8 plus 3, okay. It is 3 because we should write the second term. In the second term what number we have only we should write. We should not write the first term's number for the second term's coefficient. Just remember that. So for the second term we have only one number, that is 3. So we will write 3 as it is. So for the first term we have only one number, we should write it as it is. So this is the difference between coefficient and term. So now let's solve the questions, okay. So here the first question is 5xyz square minus 3zy. So here we should look at the first term first. So here we have variable. So before the variable what is the number? 5. So 5 is the coefficient for x, y, z square. So next in the second term we have zy, am I right? So before this 2 what number we have? Minus 3. So this is the coefficient for z and y, okay. So now let's see the second subdivision. So the second subdivision is 1 plus x square. So we are going to be finding the coefficient for this. So you guys might have a doubt. There is no number for the x, no number for the 1, there is no number, okay. So if we have 1, we will write it as it is, okay, 1. But for the x, we don't have any number. So let me just explain you guys. So if there is x, it means 1x, okay. If there is y, it means 1y. If there is a, it means 1a, okay. So everything is having a value 1. So here we will write 1, okay. And here also we will write 1. So that's the very important thing. So if there is b, it means 1b. If there is d, it means 1d, okay. So just remember this. So next we have 4x square y square minus 4x square y square z square plus z square. So now here what's the first term? The first term is 4x square y square. Let me underline it. 4x square y square. So here the variables are there, of course, okay. So before the variables, what is the number? 4. So 4 is the coefficient of x square y square. So in the second term, what do we have? We have x square y square z square. So what's the coefficient of it? Minus 4. Just remember, the minus symbol is very important, okay, the minus symbol. So next we have z square. So what did I say? If there is a, it means 1a. Then if there is z square, it means 1, okay. So it means 1. So the next one is 3 minus pq plus qr minus rp. So here you guys might have a doubt. So here we have 3. Then what we will write instead of 3? Are we going to write 1? No, we won't write 1. We will just write 3 as it is, okay. If we have 4, we will write 4 as it is. The coefficient of 3 is 3. Because it is already a number, we will write the number, right? So the same number we can write. But if there is a variable alone, we will take the value 1, okay. So next we have minus pq. So minus pq means what is the answer? Of course, the answer is 1. So actually it is wrong. It is minus 1 because there is minus in the question itself, right? So like in the second term we have minus pq. So minus 1 is the answer. Next for qr, we should find the coefficient of qr. So no number, which means we will write 1. So next minus rp. So minus 1. Okay, now you guys are clear with this. Am I right? So next you will have a doubt now. So there is a fraction. Then what are we going to do? So this is also really easy. Okay. So here, so we have x by 2. So for x, if there is a x, it means 1x. Did I mentioned it, right? If it is y, it means 1y. So 1 by 2, and the coefficient of y is, so the variable is y, am I right? That's why the coefficient of y, I am mentioning it as coefficient of y. So y is 1 by 2 and the coefficient of minus xy is minus 1. So let me explain this again. So if there is x, it means 1x. You guys are clear with it, am I right? So 1x means 1 into x. So 1 into x is 1x. So again we will get the same answer. But just think, we should find the coefficient of the variable. Let me circle it. We should find the coefficient of these variables. So for finding this, what we will do? We will write the coefficient of x. The first variable is x for the first term. Am I right? So coefficient of x is 1 by 2. We will replace the x with 1. Am I right? If there is no value, we will write 1. If there is any variable without any number, we will replace it with 1. Okay. So now let's see the last subdivision, that is the sixth subdivision. So the sixth subdivision is 0.3a minus 0.6ab plus 0.5b. So this is really easy. So here the variable is a, b, a, b, b. So now what we'll do here? So 0.3 comma minus 0.6 comma 0.5. So now let me explain. So here you guys can see before the a what do we have? What's the number? 0.3. So we wrote 0.3 as it is. So before AB what do we have? Minus 0.6. So minus 0.6. And before the B what do we have? 0.5. So we wrote it as it is. Okay. So this is the answer for this subdivision. I hope you guys are clear with this.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do not forget to like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubts, comment me in the comment section. You can find my videos in the playlist. You can also find my sister Tanya's video in the playlist. Bye.